Yo, YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin? It's Waffleman with a video. And hear me out real quick, right? I think NBA 2K made a mistake by removing the rep system and incorporating this Road to 99 system. Now, I don't mind this system because you could grind in my career if you want. You could grind on the park, and you could also grind in Pro-Am to get your overall up and to also get badges. But let's think about the rep in NBA 2K games. The rep was always the most important thing in the games. Back to 2K15, 2K16, 2K17, it's always about getting your rep up. And this year they completely removed it with a system that only rewards what overall you are. So in order to get upgrades in this game, in order to get new rewards, you have to increase your overall, which might not be a bad thing if you think about it at first, but once you start playing the game and you start realizing it, the overall system is not really that great. I mean, you have to literally grind every one of your players. So if you have a pure sharpshooter that's maybe an 85 overall because you don't really use them that much, people aren't going to know that. Sure, the only way they're going to tell that you play the game or you play the game 2K a lot is by looking at your record. And even that might not even be a great representation because you got people grinding on my career, you got people grinding on Pro-Am. So even that might not show on your My Park record, and even that might not even show on your Pro-Am record about how many games you played in NBA 2K. That's why the rep was always important, because instead of seeing an 88 overall in the park, you might see an all-star one, or that might even be a legend one or a superstar one or whatever. Now you just see the overall and it's like, okay. And people get, people on the park, randoms on the park, they get discouraged by playing with low overalls. But I don't know why. You don't know how good that low overall is, because listen, the upgrades in this game are very, very different. They work differently than 2K17 or 2K16. So that 70 something overall might actually be a decent player, and he might be better than you. You just don't know what he is. So I don't understand, man. Listen, you might as well play with anybody on park, but the rep system is so legendary. And this year, the overall system they have, it's alright. But let's talk about the rep rewards you get this year. Or not even the rep rewards, because they're called overall rewards. Let's just call it what it is. It's trash, man. Compared to rep, it's trash. I don't really care about increasing my overall to get the rewards. This year, I don't even care. I don't even take notice to the rewards. I don't think anybody really is. I mean, the best rewards you get in this game is what? You get a skateboard, a bike. The only way you're going to reach legend is if you get to play the 99 overall, which I doubt that a lot of people are going to do. So most of you are throwing 99 overall out the window, which has probably the best reward, which increases all your badges to legend. It makes all your badges into a legend badge. But the reward for 98 overall is to be on 2K TV. You know, a lot of people are probably not going to get there because 2K is not going to do a bunch of NBA 2K TVs. So you know they made that difficult. And then after that, you got a bunch of things like defensive anchor badge for I think 91 overall. For 92 overall, you probably get on-court coach. It's just badges like that where I'm like, why would you get that badge at that overall? On-court coach doesn't do anything anywhere except my career. When you're playing with teammates that are actually real people, on-court coach is not going to work. And I feel like the same thing could be said for defensive anchor, a badge that improves everybody's defense. I don't think that really works anymore in 2K games. And then you got the turbo ability. When you reach 92 overall, you get the gym rat badge, which means you don't have to go into the freaking training facility or that place where the Gatorade is at to increase your turbo. That's actually a cool thing. However, I don't even go to the turbo to increase my turbo or extra energy anymore, because after a while I just find out it's no point, man. I play the same way with or without the extra energy from the turbo. So now I'm looking at that overall reward and I'm like, it's kind of alright. Of course, you got the bike when you reach level 90. That's alright, but the bike moves slow as hell. So it's not the greatest thing. Once you ride the bike the first time, after you ride it a couple times, it's like, alright, it's cool, alright, but listen, you ain't gonna use that bike forever. And then you got the skateboard, which I think is gonna be pretty cool because a lot more people this year can get the skateboard compared to previous 2Ks where you had to be like a 97 over or a Superstar 4 or All-Star Legend 4 to get the skateboard. Now you only gotta get to 92 overall. So more people are going to be able to use the skateboard. But you see, the thing about 2K is they removed the rep system. The rewards for the overall system this year is weaker. By the way, there's no mascots in this game. That was one of the biggest rewards people wanted in 2K games, was becoming a mascot. That was a legendary moment. I don't care, for every single person, most of the people's goal in 2K was getting to that mascot rep. That was always my goal because listen, mascots are cool. They're cool to have. Then you get those animations. It's cool to be a mascot in 2K. And they removed it this year. There is no mascots in 2K. Like what? Back in 2K16, if you got to Legend 5, you got a pet tiger. I mean, this year, there's like nothing special. What is special about the overall rewards compared to the previous 2Ks? Absolutely nothing. That's why I feel like grinding these overalls, playing my park, is a lot less rewarding this year, and it's a lot less fun, especially when you take into the account you can't pick your upgrades. At least you could pick your upgrades in previous 2Ks and you were getting great rep rewards. Now we can't even pick our upgrades and we're not even getting the greatest rewards, man. And there's also a reward that doubles your VC amount, but you gotta be a very, very high overall to get that reward. And then of course, even when you get that, it's only gonna work on that one player. And that's the other thing, man. Every single thing only works on one player. You gotta get that. You gotta get every single player to that overall point if you want that reward for that player. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And the amount of VC it takes to get this stuff, man, at least, listen, at least the bike is free, and I think the skateboard's also free. At least they made it free finally. Like, Jesus Christ, they used to be charging 100K, 200K for them skateboards back in previous 2Ks. It used to be ridiculous. But the overall system is a money grab because you got to use VC for every single character, man. It becomes very expensive, man. And at the same time, when you grind this year, it's just not the same as last year. You're not grinding towards the same reward. You're grinding to, honestly, the only reason you play My Park or Pro-Am or even My Career is to get those upgrades, because those upgrades are going to mean a lot for archetypes like the Lockdown Defender, because you're going to need it. You're going to need those upgrades, man. But yeah, man, let me know what you think in the comment section. Of course, I'm still grinding my Lockdown Defender. We'll have a video on that shortly. But I am out for now. Peace.